Hello, Cousin Johnny here. We'd like to thank our sponsors for the Buzzin' with Cousins show. We thank you. Thank you, that garlic stuff. If you like garlic, you're going to love it. Put it on just about anything. That garlic stuff. Tuesday, Alvarado Farmers Market, or go to thatgarlicstuff.com. Thank you. Thank you, I Heart You Candles. Beautiful hand-poured candles. These make special gifts. They're fantastic. Call Sherry at 574-9446 or go down and say hello right there on that walkway right in front of Fisherman's Wharf. Thank you, Sherry. I Heart You Candles. Thank you. Fremont Street. Grab and go healthy meals. They're delish. On your way from home from work, go grab some, heat them up, and fantastic. Thank you, Suds Cyber Laundry. 709 Lighthouse, Pacific Grove. Great modern machines, big screen TV, coffee, and a great friendly staff. Thank you, Suds. Thank you, the Whiskey Club, 425 Alvarado Street. Over 600 whiskeys to choose from. Go on in, relax, enjoy a nice whiskey. They also have a bottle shop. It's great. Great place to relax and enjoy. Tell them a cousin sent you. Thank you. Bye. Thank you, storyteller, author, and all-around good guy, Tony Albano. Tony has written 3 books, the latest being Cherish, about a New York teenager and a nun find love. Thank you, Tony. And if you want to order the book or find out more about Tony, go to Tony, Tony, Albano, Albano, storyteller.com. Check it out. Thank you. Thank you, sponsors, for the Buzzin' with Cousins show. We thank you. Cousin Johnny here, walking down Wharf 2 on my way to see our friend Robbie Torrise at Robbie's Ocean Fresh Seafood. It's a great day on the wharf, and let's see what Robbie's up to.
Hey, Johnny.
How you doing today?
Welcome. How you guys doing?
How are you?
Good to see you, cuz. Good to see you again. You too. How's everything?
I'm hanging around the wharf. I thought I'd come and say hello.
Oh, wharf rat.
Yeah,
Attaboy. Attaboy. Good to see you guys.
So,
how you doing, Rick? How's everybody doing?
Good to see you, buddy.
All right. Welcome. Yeah, today we're going to do, talk about black cod, butterfish, sablefish, all the same fish.
Black cod, yeah.
Sustainability, about the product itself, how it's caught, where it comes from, right here in Monterey Bay. And we're going to do a little cutting to show you how the fish is cut and processed. And after that's done, we're going to take a nice ride out to Pasadera Country Club to go see Chef Colin. And he's going to give us a little tasting of how the product cooks.
Wow,
so follow me into the cooler. We'll go grab a black cod for you guys and take a look. Oh, it's beautiful. Come on in. All right. These are the black cod here. This is the way we keep the fish. If you'd like to take a look, they all get under ice. That's the whole black cod. Those are about 3 to 4 pound fish. And very, very tasty. So we're going to take a couple of these over here out to the table. And just a little thing about the black cod itself. A lot of different ways they're caught. Okay. This one here, there's trap caught, there's hook and line caught, and there's trolling. Pardon me. Thank you very much. The way we like to talk about the fish is the sustainability part of the fish, the way it's caught. Yeah. Everybody in these times are into sustainably caught seafood, especially for the Monterey Bay Aquarium, which I do a lot of business with, and like to let people know that these fish here are caught sustainably. But these ones here we're going to use are caught hook and line. Okay, so it's very, very sustainable. Beautiful. And Yeah, I'm going to show you guys how this, I say, is about a 3 to 4 pound fish. So I'm going to give you a little idea of how these things.
Growing up, we weren't familiar with them.
No, black cod I don't think have been around. I mean, they've been around, but as far as a lot of people using them for different applications for different things.
Beautiful, nice, delicate meat.
Yeah.
Really,
oh, these things are beautiful, nice and fatty.
Almost like a cross between a sole and a rock cod. You know.
Oh yeah, the combination of the meat. Yeah. This one's going to be a little more fattier.
Yeah.
It's not really. It doesn't cook up too dry. You don't want to overcook this fish, first of all. But just to show you how these things look when they are cut after they're processed. We got one here without any insights to it, just to give you an idea of how the fish cut up.
That's a sharp knife, Rob.
You got to have sharp knives. The fish look like that right there on my arm. That's what the fish look like when you get done. See that? That's what it looks like. So just to give you an idea, we're just going to clean them up a little bit here. Cut the back of the sides off here that we don't have to eat all that. These are the bones, the belly bones. Nice. The rib cage, actually. And what's nice about these fish is that when they cook them, being that there's a lot of pin bones in these things and you can't really get them all out of there. When the chefs cook them up, the meat goes down and the bones kind of protrude. Okay, so they're easy to get out of the fish. And and you cook them with the skin on. That's why I left the skin on here, you can see. And as the skin gets cooked, you'll see at the restaurant when the chef does cook them, it gets very crispy, almost like a potato chip. Yeah. So you don't want to lose any of that. Some guys want to leave it with the skin off. Some customers don't like it with the skin on, but it's nice to do it with the skin on because it keeps the moisture inside the fish too. So then the chefs will take it, they'll make it a little...
How would you prepare this fish?
Me, myself, being no chef by any stretch of the imagination, I would bake it like any other chef would do basically, in a hot pan. We can't cook them here because we don't have a kitchen, of course, but in a hot pan with oil, and for maybe about a minute and a half on the skin side down, and you flip them over for about a minute, and you finish them off in the oven in the frying pan. Okay, but just salt and pepper to start it off, and before you take them out of the oven, then you just sprinkle in some garlic.
Nice lemon, and you're looking
beautiful, good. And then some nice garlic over the top, and some white wine before you take it out of the pan, and it's done. It's done. And I say you don't have to prep a meal like a lot of chefs do for 2 hours getting ready to do something. First of all, that's for the restaurant. But if you're doing it at home, very, very simple. You come down to the ocean, fresh seafood, get a piece of fish, a salad, a glass of wine. In 15 minutes, you got a meal.
Life
simple.
Is good, Robbie.
Yeah, that's it. And then dessert, you could take dessert later on.
I'm excited to go see Colin.
Oh yeah, it's gonna be. Oh, he's gonna love it. So we're gonna take a lift from here, take it right out there. Chef Colin, if anybody has not met him, you're going to enjoy Chef Colin, and it's going to be a really neat little excursion.
Colin Moody, Executive Chef at Pasadera.
Yeah, Chef
Club.
You'll enjoy that. You'll enjoy it. So
I can't wait. Let's go.
Let's go. See you out there at Pasadera.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Pasadera. Robbie, go ahead. Oh man, he got it off the wall. Beautiful.
Hey. Nice. Beautiful out here, huh?
Life is good. Hello, Cousin Johnny here with Robbie Torrise from Ocean Fresh Seafood. We're here at beautiful Pasadera, and we're waiting for Colin Moody, head chef, executive chef, Colin Moody, to call us in, and he's going to do a little demonstration of what's he going to be doing.
We're going to be cooking black cod. Right out here in Monterey Bay. Like Cousin Johnny said here, buzzing with Cousin. Chef Colin Moody, he's been out here for I think about 5 years now at Pasadera Country Club. We're just in between Monterey and Salinas. Beautiful day out here, blue skies. Water in the background on this beautiful property to do a little cooking of black cod, like I mentioned, caught right out here in Monterey Bay. Very sustainable product, and can't wait to get started. Let's take a walk aside and see Chef Colin.
Let's go see Colin. Thank you. Hi, cousin Johnny here in the kitchen of Pasadera with Chef Colin Moody and Robbie Torrise from Ocean's Fresh Seafood.
How you doing?
Colin is going to prepare some black cod, which is absolutely delicate and delicious. And before we start, I'm going to tell Colin, thank you for what you do in the community. I know you do a lot of
my pleasure.
things in this great community we live in. So, Colin, where'd you grow up and how'd you end up in Monterey?
Well, my poor life choices led me to this location because I grew up in a large family in La Selva Beach, if anybody knows, right between Aptos and Watsonville. So I was a beach boy, a large family of 8 with 2 working parents. So
say bitch or beach?
If we didn't cook, we didn't survive. So all my siblings, we loved to cook, we loved to play around. So that led me to this wonderful career where I get to play with food and get paid for it. So
Hey,
pretty fortunate.
How long you been the chef here at Pasadera?
5 years.
Beautiful.
Yeah, 5 years. I've been cooking for a total of 40, believe it or not. This is my younger brother right here. I don't know if you know Robbie.
Better looking one.
This guy, yeah, the sexier one.
Me and Colin go back probably close to 25 years.
Beautiful.
And he still can't cook. But all kidding aside.
We're going to give it a shot today.
Yeah, let's see what happens. Yeah,
So
let's roll the
Colin,
dice.
What can you do with this black cod?
So we got this wonderful black cod. I love that he scaled it because you can use the skin to crisp it up and stuff. We're not going to do it in this application, but black cod or sable fish or what we call butterfish sometimes because it's so tender. We're actually going to take this right off the dock from Robbie's Ocean Fresh. What I usually like to do is kind of hold it down like that, usually put it on the edge, have a sharp knife.
I was going to say something.
Unlike Robbie's knife,
That's
it
true.
usually isn't sharp.
I use spoons.
And we just kind of put it at about a, I call it
32
a 23
degree? Something like that.
23, the opposite
23.
of what Robbie said.
Close.
He said 32, I said 23. So,
And you don't pull, you just kind of just
yeah, you just kind of,
slide it through.
yeah,
Well, that's
make it
nice.
sexy. Yeah.
That is nice.
So, what you can do with these skin afterwards is take off all that extra meat,
You know one you left on
slice it. I didn't leave much on. That's
Sorry.
not bad.
That's a good
That's
job.
not bad.
I think that's a pretty good
All right,
job.
yeah.
That's
So,
right.
Good job.
so he's not going to hire me, which is great because I don't work for this
We're
guy.
cutting fish for 15 years.
Toss it in some cornstarch, a little flour and salt. Fry it off. Delicious. Like really, really good.
So
Yeah.
use the whole fish.
Use everything. We were all talking about this earlier, but no matter what you're cooking, use it all. Like use the bones. So we'll take the head, the bones, all of it, and cook it down and make a stock and make a sauce out of it. Like
Is there
use
one
it all.
fish?
Respect the whole animal.
Is
right?
there one fish or bones better than other bones? I was always told, even though I'm a fishmonger and I'm a professional, that
Wait, you're a fishmonger?
I've been told, and a
I
professional.
learn something new every day.
But I was
love
told
this.
that a lot of chefs like to use white bones like halibut, petrale, because your
halibut's-
stock is going to be white, not red.
Yeah, halibut's definitely one of our favorites.
One have better flavor than the other.
Yeah, halibut's definitely one of our favorites.
And I noticed the way you're cutting the fish, this is called a bias. If you can show the
Yeah, for
people
sure.
at home.
So we usually cut it on the bias. The idea there is we're keeping the meat all the same thickness so it cooks at the same temperature.
Okay.
So when you're cooking fish or meat or anything, really, vegetables, if everything's the same thickness, it'll cook at the same time and temperature. So that's kind of the vibe there. So we cut the rib bones out here. They're going right down this middle. And so these are the pieces that we use for tacos. That's kind of the staff meal deliciousness that we do right there. So this is butterfish tacos. If you show up like right before dinner service at Pasadera,
So you're giving
we're
yourself
going
the
to
cheaper
saute
part of the
those
fish.
a little tahini, like chili lime, and then
Wow,
olive
that's
oil,
nice.
and throw them in
Almost like a
tacos.
little rare. Or,
Oh my god!
So you split
yeah.
that between 6 people?
Well, if you're not here, hopefully you're leaving soon.
Yeah.
So these are the fillets. I have some over here, and we're going to start cooking on the backside over here. So
Okay.
Cool.
let's roll.
See you on the grill.
let's go.
All right. Oh boy.
Sorry, John.
All right. So
right, now we're behind the grill here with Chef Colin and Cousin John. Colin's going to show us what he does for the recipe. And looks like we got some bell peppers here. What is in the other pan, Chef?
All right, so we have a basic risotto. And I thought since it's spring, we could stain it with a little like spring pea, which would be fantastic. So that's what we have started. So we did a risotto, arborio rice, shallots, sauteed it. So now we're going to add some spring peas that Veronica got ready for me. Right there. All right.
Oh, wow, that's nice.
Anything I can do to help you out, Chef? Have you mix anything, or
It's like a
You know what?
I'll just let you do your thing?
I would love you to help out.
Okay.
I
Want me to leave? Is that what you're trying to tell me?
He
So you'll
hears
sit-
everything I say. I love it. That's delicious. Yeah, if you want to grab the
Fish.
two of these guys. So if you want to come over here real quick.
And then what do you put on these? Any salt and pepper?
So what we're doing, we have the fillets that we got ready right here. I have my secret chef mojo. Not mojo, mojo. Like Austin Powers style mojo.
Right.
So a secret blend.
On both sides? Should I flip it over for you?
No.
Okay,
And
one
then,
side.
where's this? So we have a togarashi, which is a chili pepper from Japan. So we're doing a little Asian flair.
Okay.
It's black sesame and chili pepper that he's going to put on top.
Just on one side?
Yeah.
That looks good.
The whole thing, or?
I'd like to thank our cameraman, Rick Richards, the president of Allen Plant. Thank you for coming over with us today.
And that's all you put on? Just this little bit of seasonings here?
Yeah, I kept it pretty simple.
Okay. I noticed you got the oil in the pan going. What do you keep the pan at? What temperature do you prefer?
So when I'm cooking fish, I like to cook half of clarified butter and half olive oil.
Okay.
So the butter adds the flavor, but if you do a straight melted butter, the milk solids burn. So if you clarify it, which means melt it and skim the top, and you put half butter and half olive oil, you get both the flavors,
Wow,
but a
that's
higher
nice.
cooking temp, so you get that sear you want.
Well, and the oil keeps it from sticking?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. So we
And
now
And
we
so
have
right
a
now
nice
you're
heat
about,
going.
what, 350?
Probably medium high
Okay.
is what I like to
Medium
do.
high.
And
Yeah.
about how long per side do you...
In my house, we turn off the fire alarms before I cook. I mean, I'm just gonna say because you know, if you're creating smoke, you're creating flavor, right?
Yes.
It's dirty delicious.
Yes.
So we throw those guys on there. So we have that seasoned togarashi. We have a little bit of the Chef Mojo. A nice simple sear. With the butterfish, you don't want to throw it on the grill. The grill, you know, this thing's really flaky and delicious. If you throw it on the grill, it's going to fall apart. So
You want to keep it...
yeah,
tight.
either you're going to poach it, you're going to hard sear it like I'm doing here,
Okay.
or you're going to do a whole fish style. But I like a nice sear like most things. So here we finish the risotto with a little of that pea stain.
Wow, that looks great.
We're going to put a little Parmesan in there. So it's a little marriage of East meets West here.
I like it.
It's nice.
And how long do we keep this on one side?
It's pretty close. Let's see what Robbie does with it.
Thanks, Julie. Tong or spatula would you use for
Yeah,
this?
I want to see what Robbie does with that. I want to be honest with you.
Tongs?
Yeah, it's on there.
Flip it?
But flip
Hey,
it. Yeah.
Robbie, do your mention.
Hey,
Hey, see that?
See,
Wow.
hook too. You can catch fish and cook.
Man, that looks
All right, so now
So that was... I'm
Once-
sorry to interrupt you, but I am.
go ahead. So
That was about a minute and a half.
okay.
Give or take a second or two on one side. Now it's flipped over for the same thing, about a minute and a half. Now, do you finish it in the pan or do you finish it in the oven?
So with the thickness of these fillets, I like to hard sear, flip it over, just set it aside.
Okay,
So
and it still
the
cooks,
beauty of that is that the carryover cooking is going to happen anyway.
right?
So now we can focus on the rest of our dish.
Okay.
So here I have, where are we going here? All right, it's not that one.
I got you. So this is turned up. So
Yeah.
now, do you do the same thing for no matter how big the portions are for time wise, 9.5, whether it's 6
So-
ounce, 8 ounce, 3 ounce?
Correct. If the same, if
The
it's
thickness of
if
the
it's
fish.
that thick,
Right.
you sear it hard. You let it rest.
Okay.
Okay.
You do a hard sear on one side, you flip it over, set it aside. Doesn't matter. If you're getting into thicker fish, you want to braise it. You want to do something else with it.
For those of you at home, when he says let it rest, means take it off of the heat. Oh shit!
Just let it sit.
That's for you.
Yeah, I'm trying to pop it here, and just let it sit to the side and rest. It's still gonna cook. Fish is always gonna cook like a piece of meat. It's always gonna cook inside. Fish you don't want to cook for a long time. Even though I'm no chef by any stretch of the imagination, what I learned over the years from all the chefs, it's fish will keep on cooking.
There you go.
And yeah.
All right. So if you want to come in here, what we started here was a little bit of julienne or thin sliced bell pepper. We have some truffle. We're going to add some cordyceps, which are some nice mushrooms that they actually have a lot of energy to them.
And where are these from?
These are actually from all over the world, but I got these from Europe.
Okay.
Yeah, I
They
wish
have the side of the
backyard.
road?
Yeah, they're not going to get you that high.
Pulled over the stoplight, grabbed a few.
But they add a lot of flavor. Thank you.
Do you
Thank
take
you,
this
Brian.
out of the oil and let it sit on a
Yeah, so if you
paper?
don't mind resting that, that'd be great. There's a spatula there.
Okay.
There's a plate over here.
Onto where? Onto what?
Onto a plate over there.
Okay.
All right, you guys ready for the big flambe? So we're gonna do a little sake.
Suck what?
Yeah. All right. So that's gonna finish us out over here.
So we got to get you
All right.
here. Are you done with this one?
Yeah.
Gracias.
Oh boy. Okay. Let's move this over.
Are you making hot sake? That's why it's on the flat top?
What's that?
Are you making hot sake? That's why it's on the flat top?
No, I
Cheap
flashed
ass.
it there. I know. You know,
It's not sake, it's water.
I understand.
We got to pretend
All
we're getting drunk.
right. I don't know where you found this guy, but here we go. All right, so we're going to do a little miso glaze to finish this out. So we're going to start with a little soy sauce, a little sesame oil, about 50-50. So if you have 1 ounce of soy sauce, you have 1 ounce of sesame. Then we're going to put in about an ounce, or I should say about a half ounce of miso.
Would you like a little whisk or you want a spoon of it?
No, I'm using a spoon.
Okay, spoon. I got
And then a
you.
little bit of crushed ginger as well. We make our miso with the tears of our crushed dreams,
Okay.
but you can just pick it up at,
Should I plate up the risotto on this plate here?
yes, please. So this will be a little glaze that goes over the top. Right in the middle. Keep it centered if you can.
And how much do you tell me you do? Like, do you just do like a quarter of a spoon? Don't make a big old blob. You want to do little by little, correct?
A little more.
Okay.
Perfect, right there.
And you
right?
flat it down?
No,
No,
don't
like
flatten
that?
anything. Yeah, that's good.
I like it. I mean,
Wow.
I like this stuff.
I know you do. It's actually really.
Plates
really
are awfully
delicious.
dirty.
Yeah, well, that was you. I thought that was you. Oh boy! All right. So we have this guy.
Wow.
And this guy. That's
It's almost
delicious.
like perfect, a little rare is nice.
Come on this side,
Yeah.
Rick. I'll bring it to you. I just want to show the inside. If you can see how the fish is still rare inside, almost like it's bleeding, that's what you want to see at home, okay? You don't want to cook fish, like I say, too long, or otherwise it's going to be like eating sawdust.
It's
Okay.
similar to what they say. Eggs cooked in the pan or overcooked on the plate. So about 30 seconds to a minute before you think it's cooked, stop cooking it because it always carryover
It's
cooks.
gonna,
It keeps
it's
cooking.
gonna keep cooking. Yeah.
So then we're going to put our little
Wow, that
glaze
looks really good.
over the top of that, which is the sesame, the miso, a little bit of ginger. And again, make it your own. Like, have some fun with it, for sure.
Is there anything you shouldn't put on there that would change the flavor, the texture, or anything?
Well,
You don't want to overpower it. You want to taste the fish.
yeah, you want to taste the fish, but remember it's a fatty fish.
Right. See, that's one
So-
thing I do all the time
It's a
when I'm
fatty fish.
at restaurants or somewhere, or even at home.
Yeah.
People, they load it up with chili peppers or garlic or balsamic. To me, you're just diluting the fish.
Yeah.
I want to be able to taste the
You want
product
to taste
yourself.
the fish.
Yeah, you
know
want
what I
to
mean?
respect
You're spending
the
so much
fish.
money for a plate at the restaurant that's 40, 50, 60 bucks. All you're tasting is ingredients.
Yeah.
Taste the product. So if you're
So-
doing it at home and you like your ingredients, very lightly I recommend.
So with this fish, it's a fatty fish. It's called butterfish. It's called sable fish. You want to respect it. So you want to cut it with stuff that, like, this is umami. The mushrooms here, the truffle, it has that umami
So
flavor.
that's going to enhance the fish and
Yeah,
bring out
so
the
it'll
flavors.
elevate it. And then a little bit of acid, you know, which is the soy, the citrus that we did here. So we're going to top it with these guys, kind of finish that whole piece out.
Wow.
And again, just have fun with it, make it your own, but definitely understand that if you get fresh fish from Robbie and you're playing with it, it's going to be delicious.
Playing with the fish
Sure.
is what he meant to say.
Yes. That's
Play
what
with the
I
fish.
thought
Robbie.
Not my fish.
Play with Robbie, actually. That's what I do.
Come on down.
That's my sweet spot. But that's our
Chef,
dish.
That looks absolutely fabulous.
See, now for me, I would drizzle some greenery or like a little
We got
drops
some
of-
right there.
No, I was just saying, like, for me, would you
So
do
I
like,
want you guys to check it out. Here, let's
Yeah.
grab some forks. Let's go over here and check it out. And be honest, please. Like, I love my critics, okay? All right, so check it out.
I had to have a glass of wine to wash it down.
Yeah, you don't get any more wine, Robbie.
Where you at, Rick? There you are. I'll put it down here so you can see it. Want to get a little bit of everything here. The mushrooms, risotto,
Risotto.
all the ingredients. Like
I
said,
did the
you don't-
risotto for Robbie.
Thank you.
He can't eat anything without risotto.
Excellent. Excellent. Like I said before,
Good.
even though there's a lot more ingredients in there,
Out of the world.
as far as all the mushrooms, excuse me, and the other ingredients, all the sauces that go with it, the fish, bang, the fish just jumps out at you.
That
Very,
is
very nice.
absolutely
Yeah.
It's not hidden by all the different ingredients. So
Yeah.
if he can do it,
Really good, delicate, delicious.
no. All
Yeah,
kidding
if I
aside,
can do it, anybody can do it. Like,
but that's
yeah.
how simple it took. Not even 15 minutes, because people
Sure.
go home and like I mentioned before, you don't want to have to go home and prep a meal for your girlfriend, your wife, your boyfriend, whoever it is, for 2 hours.
Right.
Oh, you got everything at home. It's going to take you 15 minutes. As long as you have all the ingredients. Like I mentioned before, if you're doing this at home, come to Ocean Fresh Seafood. I'll even give you a piece of black cod, no charge, for you and your girlfriend. If you come in, mention this segment, and I'll take care of you.
Mention the segment, Robbie will take care
And
of
what I recommend is go to Trader Joe's, grab a salad in the bag, maybe a head of broccoli or something, and a bottle of wine. That's your meal in 15 minutes. And take your dessert to the bedroom.
Make
Yeah.
it sexy.
There you go. Sexy
Yeah.
seafood from
Yeah.
Ocean Fresh Seafood.
That was absolutely fabulous.
So that's, again,
Thank you.
it's
Yeah.
amazing.
Thank
Thank you,
Thank
Chef
you,
Colin.
My pleasure.
Thank
man.
you, Buzzing with Cousin. Thank you, Rick, the cameraman. Our next segment's going to be at a better, no. Our
We'll
next
be back
segment,
in about
It's all up
we're
here
going to be
from
back.
here,
Yeah.
especially
But,
if you lose this guy.
Thank you for this incredible.
Again, it's always great to have Chef Colin on our team.
Thank you for
And,
inviting us out and doing
Our
this
pleasure.
great,
Our pleasure.
great meal for us.
That's
And,
it. Like I said before,
Robbie,
we
thank
get
you
after
so
you see
much.
the segment, Ocean Fresh Seafood, Wharf number 2, very end, right side of the pier. Come and see me. I'll hook you up.
Too.
That's it. Done.
Robbie.